Are we going to dump even lower, or has Bitcoin finally found its bottom? Because we could see that we have lost the level of round about 15,900 US dollars and we came all the way back down to the levels of 15,470. So guys, does it mean that we have reached the bottom, or are we going to see that Bitcoin will turn around and that we are going to reach our bearish price target of 13 to 14,000 US dollars? We're going to find out in today's video what are the levels that we need to hold and what is our resistance area. So guys, if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe. And now let's directly start on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. So guys, as you can see on the 4-hour chart that we have broken our low round about the level of 15,900 US dollars, and we have formed a new low round about the levels of 15,470. And as you guys can see, it is still perfectly in our support box. So could we expect a major bounce from these regions and maybe even reach the top of this resistance, which would roundabout be at 16,600 US dollars? This would be our first resistance point if we're going to see this major bounce from these regions. Guys, at the moment we can see a very strong bounce for Bitcoin, and we have broken this short-term downtrend for Bitcoin. And as you guys can see that at the moment we are at the 100 moving average on the 15-minute chart. So guys, I could expect that we are maybe going to see a small retracement, and if we're going to carry on with this major pump, we could at least reach a level of 16,100 US dollars. And this is also where we had this breakout point where we broke this upward sloping trend towards the downside, and we had this major dump towards the level of 15,470. So guys, at the moment it is quite important that Bitcoin will break the 100 moving average on the 15-minute chart, and that we're going to consolidate on top of the support box. Then I could expect that we're going to see this move all the way to the level of 16,100 US dollars. And if we're going to break out exactly from this area, we're going to go on the 4-hour chart to find out what would our price target be. So guys, back on the 4-hour chart, we can see that here we have a lot of resistance round about the level of 16,600 US dollars. But if we're going to break this level round about the 16,100 US dollar, which I showed you on the 15-minute chart, we could expect that maybe we're going to consolidate and form some kind of a W. But then it would be very important for Bitcoin that we are going to form higher lows for Bitcoin, and that we are going to break the structure towards the upside. And guys, maybe we have found our next consolidation area round about the levels of 15,470 and all the way back up to the level of 18,000, and we're going to consolidate within this range before we're going to see the next leg up. Because guys, let's go over to the weekly chart and let's find out where we are in the cycle and what we could expect. On the weekly chart guys, we can see that at the moment we are at the level of 15,840. So guys, our worst case scenario would be this white support box that we have round about the levels of 13,000 to 14,000. So guys, here we can see we had a lot of support and resistance in these areas, so we could expect that the price of Bitcoin will get a major bounce from these areas. As we saw here where we dumped all the way back down to our previous all-time high, we got a strong reaction from these levels. So I could expect if we're going to reach the levels of 13 to 14,000 US dollars that we're going to get a strong reaction from these areas and bounce back up from these levels. But guys, maybe we're not going to reach these levels, and why, we're going to find out exactly now. Because guys, if we take the time from the previous all-time high all the way to the bottom where we are at the moment, we can see that we have spent 378 days in this bearish momentum that we are at the moment. And let's go back in history and let's find out at the previous bear market how many days we have spent in this bear trend. And if we take it from the all-time high all the way to the bottom, then we can see that it was 357 days. So guys, we could be at the perfect bottom for Bitcoin if we're going to get a strong bounce at the levels of 15,470. I could imagine that we are so close to the bottom guys, and we're not going to see this dump towards the levels of 13 to 14,000 US dollars. Because guys, we have seen a lot of pain in the markets, so this could really be the bottom for Bitcoin. But guys, let's go back on the 4-hour charts for Bitcoin to find out what is Bitcoin doing at the moment. Because we could see that we got this strong impulse at the moment and this bounce from the support box. And at the moment you can see that we are once again over the support box, which is quite good for Bitcoin, and that means that we have to stay above the 100 moving average until we're going to get this next move over the 200 moving average. So guys, at the moment it looks quite good that we're going to consolidate above this support box and then break out from this 200 moving average. But guys, if you want to stay updated, I'll keep you updated in my Telegram group. And guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies on the spot and the leverage market, go down in the video description below and sign up with my BitKit link where you receive a major deposit bonus. And guys, keep in mind, by the end of the week, I'm going to double someone's BitKit account. Make sure to be for crypto and we see each other in the next video.